Hello everyone. Hope you're doing great. Hope everybody is fine and in good health and enjoying some very delicious, yummy food as well. Today I'm going to bring you a flavor from Pakistan, a very unconventional one, a very different one, and it is white chicken korma. It's fabulous, tastes really well, tastes very nice, and I have added a twist to it as well. That's my own twist. I'm very adventurous about cooking and food, and I do add some twists to my recipes, and you will add those twists to your recipes with me. And let's see what twist we have in this recipe today, how we cook it, how we do it. But before that, please subscribe to the channel, please click the bell icon, and you will be updated about all the videos, upcoming videos and recipes on my channel. Now, after you have subscribed, let's go on to see what's the recipe of this yummy, delicious, unconventional, not red but white chicken korma. So first of all, let's discuss the ingredients that we are going to use in cooking this chicken white korma. And this delicious yummy dish is very simple with very few ingredients. And what are the ingredients? The ingredients are, of course, chicken first of all. You cannot cook chicken white korma without chicken. And I've used boneless chicken here. You can use chicken with bones as well if you like that better, but it can be made both ways. So I have used 1 kg of boneless chicken. You can see the size of the chicken pieces here in the picture, and this is 1 kg of chicken. With it in the plate you can see very finely chopped onions. These are 4 to 5 very finely chopped onions of medium size that we are going to use to make the gravy for the chicken. So these are onions, and with the onions you can see something white in a bowl, and that something white is fresh cream from the milk. This is almost half cup of fresh cream that I have with me. You can use up to 1 cup of cream as well. That is okay, absolutely fine. I had this I took it off fresh milk, and this is fresh cream. You can get it in a packet as well in the market, that depends upon you. And we have in another bowl of the same size we have almonds. What I did was, because I already had planned I'm going to cook chicken white korma in the morning, so the night prior to that I had dipped the almonds in water, and I had soaked them in water overnight. I kept them in water, and in the morning I threw away that water and I peeled off these onions. Sorry, not onions, these almonds. I peeled off these almonds, and there are almost 1 cup of almonds with me, as you can see in the picture here. Another way, if you have not planned it the day before, if you have not maybe forgotten to soak the almonds in water overnight, what you can do is take 1 cup of almonds, put them in water, soak them properly in water, and put them on the stove. And when the water comes to a boil, you can throw away that water and you can take out the almonds, and then it will be very easy for you to peel them off. So once you have those peeled almonds with you, you can use them then in the recipe. So almonds, even if not soaked overnight, can be done this way. So if you want to cook it right now, you can do it. Just boil your almonds in water and then peel them. Then you can see I have some garlic cloves with me. I'm going to crush them later. I have them just to show you here that we will need them. I will crush this garlic, and this garlic adds a nice taste to the chicken, and it takes away its smell as well, smell of meat. So it takes away its smell as well. So we will use that. And in the bottle here you can see it's a golden liquid. It's apple cider vinegar, organic apple cider vinegar that I'll be using in this recipe. Then with the bottle in a small petri dish is salt. Use 1 to 2 teaspoons of salt as per your taste. You can even add half teaspoon of taste initially and then keep tasting it while you're cooking and add more salt to it according to your taste. Salt and spices of all kinds, chilies, they are according to your taste and optional for you in all my recipes, because that taste varies from person to person. I cannot say your taste will be the same as mine or mine will be the same as yours. So salt and spices, please take them as optional, and if you want to add, whatever quantity you want to add them in, you can add them. The other petri dish has white chilies in it, white chili powder, not black pepper, not red chili powder, but white chili powder. You will easily get that in the market from a superstore, and maybe you already have it at home. Well and good, that's very nice. So I used almost 2 teaspoons of white chili powder for this recipe in 1 kg of chicken. And then in the cup there you can see the oil that I used for cooking the chicken. The oil is there. Okay, so these are the simple ingredients, and let's see how these simple ingredients give us a yummy chicken white korma. Let's see. So the first thing that I will do here, or I did do, was and you are going to do now, is adding a ladle of vinegar, apple cider vinegar, to the chicken, the boneless chicken. Add 1 ladle or 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar to your chicken, the raw chicken. Marinate that chicken in the apple cider vinegar. Let it be, and in the meanwhile we'll be doing other things. What will we be doing? I have put that 1 cup of oil in a wok, and I have added the onions to it, and I have added ground garlic to it now, because I told you I'm going to crush that garlic. So I've crushed that garlic, and I've added the garlic and the onions to the oil, as you can see. So while the chicken is going to rest now, marinated chicken in vinegar, we are going to do other things. So after I added garlic and onion to the oil, I mixed it up with a little, as you can see here in the wok in the first image, and it's on medium heat now on the stove, and it's cooking. And as it cooks, it will get into the shape as it's shown in the middle image on the screen. We are not going to over fry it or give it a brown color. It is going to have a pinkish beige color. When it turns into that color and turns a bit soft as well, you can see here in the third image, I am now adding chicken to it. I will add my already marinated chicken in vinegar to this onion, oil and garlic. I'm going to add it in the wok now, and then of course I'll tell you the next steps as well. The first step is when it becomes this color, pinkish beige in color, onion turns pinkish beige in color and turns soft, you're going to add the chicken. So now all the chicken, the marinated chicken in apple cider vinegar is added to the onion, the oil and the garlic. And when it's added, I'm going to add in the 2 spices that we are going to use in it, which is white chili powder and salt. As you can see in the image here in the wok, I've added the chicken and I have added the 2 ingredients, salt and white chili powder, to the chicken. So very simple, very simple. Let's do it this way. So As you can see in the image, what I did was I mixed up the chicken with the onion, the garlic, the spices and the oil with the help of a ladle in the wok. And at that time I felt 1 cup of oil is not enough maybe, so I added another half cup of oil to the chicken. Okay, so if you feel the oil is good enough for you, you can stop there, but if you feel you can go according to my recipe and oil quantity, you can add a bit more of oil to it at this stage. And you can see I've mixed it up with a ladle now, and I will leave it. I'll put the lid on top and covered. I leave it to cook for a few minutes, for 10 minutes, say 15 minutes. I leave it to cook. Okay, and in the meanwhile, of course, I'll keep mixing it with a spoon on and off, on and off. Cover it, let it cook on and off. You can take off the cover and you can keep mixing it. You can also use a non-stick pan to cook. I'm using a German silver wok to cook. Okay, it totally depends upon your choice. So let's see what the next step will be. So in the meanwhile, while the chicken is cooking on the stove, you have some time, free time with you, and you can utilize that free time in getting the almonds ready for the chicken. Now you have already boiled them or you soaked them overnight, you have already peeled them, and now what I did was I hand crushed them first a bit, as you can see in the image, and then I put them in the blender and I put almost 1.5 cup of water in the blender jug, and then I blended them. And you can see in the cup there, in the bowl there, now you can see I have that almond milk, kind of almond milk ready with me. So this I'm going to use in the chicken. So get it ready in the meanwhile when you have that time, while the chicken is cooking and you are free. Utilize that time for making this almond milk. So after 14-15 minutes, you have the chicken that was cooking on the stove with you. Take the lid off, mix it with a ladle, mix it up well, and then what you do is you add that cream, 1 cup cream or half to 1 cup cream to the chicken, as you can see me adding it here in the first image on the left side on this screen of yours. Add that cream to it, and then in the bottom image you can see I'm adding the almond milk to it. In the third image on the top right, you can see I have added the cream and the almond milk to the chicken, and in the bottom image now you can see I've mixed it up with a ladle, and this is the shape that it's going to get. And now I'm going to cover it, let it simmer, let it cook for a good 10 minutes maybe or so. So when you take off the lid after 10 minutes or even before that, during those 10 minutes, keep taking off the lid and keep mixing it with the ladle, the chicken and the stuff. But when you take it off after 10-12 minutes, you will find your chicken is cooked, your gravy is ready, and it's ready to serve, ready to eat. So it's a yummy thing. I have dished it out here. You can serve it at your hotel, restaurant. You can serve it to your guests at home. You can serve it to your family members. And what can you serve it with? Well, I cooked it and I served it with 2 things. One was naan, the other was Persian rice. Persian rice, okay, I'll give you the recipe of the Persian rice as well in any upcoming video, and do stay tuned in for that, the Persian rice recipe. Otherwise you can just serve it with boiled rice as well. Okay, with boiled rice, with pita bread, with naan, with any sort of bread or roti or loaf, whatever you call it, and you can serve it with a spoon as well. You can just eat it with a spoon. It's so yummy, seriously. And for the Persian rice that I served it with, I will update you in any next video on Persian rice as well. I'll tell you how to cook Persian rice. But do then subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon so that when the next recipe is uploaded, may it be of Persian rice, you get to know it first. Okay, so take care of yourself, enjoy cooking, and also tell me in comments how you liked it. Please do, I will like that. Like and share the recipe as well. Subscribe, like, share. Eat well, stay healthy, keep your family healthy.